G'day and welcome to the Tokoroa International Model Park. Well, it would be if some people grew a brain. I'm actually standing at the Tokoroa airfield here in Tokoroa, South Waikato, New Zealand. This is the airfield that we want to turn into a model park, an international model park, so that we can get some action happening here, get people coming from all over the world. I mean, we've raised $40,000 from around the world to set up a model park here. The council says no. The council says, it's an airfield, it's an airfield. Well, today's Tuesday, the 20th of January 2015. It's 11:30 in the morning. It's a beautiful day. There's hardly a breath of wind. The sun is shining through sort of a little bit of high cloud. Lovely, it's comfortable. So let's take a look at all the aircraft that use this airfield. Excuse me while I move the camera around so that I can look through the eyepiece. Let's take a look at all the aircraft. Look at all the action that's happening here at the Tokoroa airfield. Here we go. Here we go. I just want to get all the aircraft in shot so we don't miss anything. Look at this. So you can see why you could never turn this into a model park. Absolutely never. Wouldn't be any show of it. Of course, I'm being sarcastic because look at it. It is utterly deserted, and it has been all summer. Look at these hangars here. This one has an aircraft in it, a microlight, and he's just about the only person who flies from the airfield once. Well, in fact, he hasn't flown for over a week, probably 10 days, but he's had to mow his own grass strip out here, taxiway, because look at this grass. Shows you how little this airfield's being used when the grass is allowed to grow like this. There aren't any aircraft wheel marks through this grass, as you would expect if people were coming and going. It's a fire risk as well. I had aircraft were parked up on the side of the runway here over the weekend because they felt it was too dangerous to come inside into the taxiway here because this grass is so long. If you can't taxi an aircraft through grass this long. It fouls the prop, clogs the air filters, and it's a fire risk. The exhaust can set this stuff on fire. It's tinder dry right now. So, if the council was serious about this being an airfield, you think they would at least mow the damn grass, don't you? And mind you, having said that, I used to mow this grass with my rotary push mower. For year upon year, I mowed all this grass. And the council said, we'll see you right. We'll make sure you're compensated for your time and your expenses. And I never got any compensation, any payment, not even any concession when it came to my use of the airfield for my own purposes. So I stopped mowing it, and this is what you get. They are not mowing it at all. So yeah, as you can see from the other hangars, the grass is growing long in front of them. I've actually mowed the grass along here in front of these hangars because it's just if it was left to the council, there'd be grass right up to the doors. For example, this one here, I've left this one, and you can see where the grass would be if I hadn't mowed the grass next to hangars like this and over here. So I'll probably mow these ones again today because these are nice people and I like them, and they're not mowing the grass, so I mow it for them. But my goodness, look at it. Can you hear any aircraft? No, you can't, because there aren't any. So the council's griping, grizzling, bitching and moaning that this airfield's costing them money and there's no one, it's not making any money. Well, of course it's not going to make any money if there's nobody here, nobody using it. And for a start, they don't come here because there's no reason to. There's no cafe, there's no fuel, there's nothing for full-size aviation here. There are only really 2 hangars with airworthy aircraft in this whole row of hangars here. And they get used very infrequently. So, is it an airfield? I don't think it really is. I think but the thing is, since January the 1st, I've had over 24 people come from all around the world. We had Denmark, the UK, Australia, around New Zealand as well. And they've come here all just to basically see the airfield, have a chat to me, and most of them have said that if they could fly models here, they would have stayed for sometimes up to a week or 2. Staying in the motels, eating in the restaurants and the cafes, putting money into the local economy, creating jobs. And that's what tourism is about. But the local council, through the fact that they've said, well, we can't have a model park here, it's far too valuable and too busy being used for other purposes, they've said no. So the people come, drop in, say hello, and go away. Don't spend a penny in the town. Oh, really? So what else is this going to be used for? Instead of this field being filled with people having fun, flying model aircraft, perhaps even pitching in and mowing the grass, instead of them coming from all over the world and enjoying themselves here, we have a large, deserted airfield going to waste, going to rack and ruin. I mean, people are dumping furniture here because they know that there's no one ever here. They can drive out here, tip a sofa off the back of their trailer and drive off because they're not going to get caught. And the rubbish that piles up here, there's no caretaker, no one responsible for this airfield. So after the model flights have been here, often there's rubbish and rubber bands and drink bottles and ice cream wrappers and things all over the ground over here. And it's me who has to end up cleaning it up. And again, I get no compensation for it. But I don't want people coming to Tokoroa and having it looking like this. It's just a complete and utter mess. So, the people of Tokoroa, I apologise on behalf of your council for the way they have just completely dropped the ball in respect to this airfield. They've denied a huge tourism potential for this town. They've basically failed to maintain it in any shape or form. They've created a major safety hazard. I mean, they're all on about safety. Oh, I can't fly DLG over the roof of my workshop because it's 100 grams, and even though it's my workshop, it's considered unsafe. Yet you end up with a aircraft parking area here, which has got such tall grass that pilots won't even come in here for fear of setting themselves on fire. Absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. What can I do? I'll keep plugging away. Hopefully the council will see the light. And they will say, well, yeah, you're right. Nobody is using this airfield. Why don't we open it up and let people come from all around the world and stay in the motels and eat at the restaurants and cafes and put money into the community and turn Tokoroa into a go-to place rather than a go-through one. But we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I just keep plugging away. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Here we go, just pulled up at the airfield here and you can see the smoke. Now, fire engine's just gone down here. Yeah, bit of a fire over there, all right. And as I say, this is fire engines in attendance, and as I say, we're just outside the airfield at the moment. There's the windsock over there, and over here is the ensuing blaze, which isn't getting any smaller, by the way. Hope they can put that out before it spreads too far. Here's some more of the carefully maintained airfield equipment, showing that this is a major asset worthy of preservation. Not. Just left to rot. Who are we talking to here?
Yeah, Frank Robin from Brisbane.
From Brisbane, Frank. And what brings you over here, mate?
Touring and holidays.
And you thought you'd drop in and say hello?
I did. Well, actual fact, it was my full intention to do it on my way down the North Island. But because my wife decided that, no, she wanted to see other sightseeing, we decided to see it on the way back. This was my want.
So you'd be flying a model here if you could?
If I could.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Well, maybe one day you will be able to.
I'd hope to.
Excellent.
Especially in the future, because if it's made into a model park, for sure, we're only 3 hours across the ditch.
That's right, a lot of other people do.
And it'll be across here, and we can actually bring our own, or if not, we'll come borrow yours.
Exactly, mate, they're always here.
Yeah, true.
No, thanks, mate. Now, who have we got here?
My name is Anders, I'm from Denmark.
And what brings you out here?
I've come to visit you actually, Bruce.
Oh, good.
And to see your place here. I've seen it in videos on the internet for many years. And I wanted to come out and see where the Tokoroa International Model Park eventually is going to be located and be here before it's even started.
And you'll be coming back when it's going?
Sure.
Excellent.
Sure. In a couple of years I'll be back, and I hope it's up and running and making a profit at that time.
And if it was going now, would you be flying models here?
I would be flying models here. Actually, I brought one, but I can't fly it here because it's not a model airfield.
Yeah, that's a shame.
That's a shame. And yeah, I would love to see it work and love to see it online.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Anders, and we've really enjoyed meeting you, and we'll see you again, I have no doubt. Say whatever you like. Who are you? Names?
I'm Sean, and this is Kelly. We come from Tasmania for a visit.
And America?
In America,
In America,
yes.
yep. And you came to see me.
Come to see you. And airfield and everything.
Yep.
And if there'd been a hobby park here, would you have stayed in Tokoroa?
Oh,
Definitely
most definitely.
There you go. Thank you very much for that.
No worries at all.